Mario is the most recognizable character in gaming and has a legacy that's been spanning over 45 years when he first came out in Donkey Kong in 1981. And today we draw Mario as 4 different power-ups. This is a little bit different than what I normally do, so I'm going to give it a little bit of extra love, and today we're going to start off with the original. And what do I mean by original? This thing's going to look as close to the movie as I can possibly get it. What I want to achieve with this entire video is showcasing not only the 4 different suits, we're going to be drawing them as realistically as the movie or close to the movie would have it. Now, I have a really important question for the chat. Is this pencil too small?
It's not the size that counts, it's how you use it!
I am notorious for not wasting any art supplies, so I will use a pencil when it's down to like the nittiest of gritty, and then I'll save it for my color pencil graveyard, because I have like these few colored pencils that are just down to like next to nothing. Fun little fact about Mario, that wasn't actually his first name. His first running name was actually Osan, which is a Japanese term for a middle-aged man. Other names that they would use are Mr. Video and Jumpman, until he finally settled on Mario, which was actually due to the name of Nintendo America's landlord. There is another reason why I really love not only the Mario games, but just drawing the Mario characters, and that's because they are a little slice of my childhood. When I was young, my father and my brothers and I would sit and play Mario for hours. After we finished our homework, before we'd go to bed, we would either start a game from scratch where we would play every single board, every single power-up possible, every single thing in Mario 3, or we would play the games and then kind of just use the flutes to zip through the end. It all depends upon what day of the week it was, but it's time that I will never ever get back, and I will always remember for the rest of my life, because it was just some of the most fun moments sitting there at like 9, 10, 11 o'clock, and my mom getting so aggravated about it was school, and me just sitting there as like a 10-year-old kid going, "Hold on, Mom, we're right at the end of Bowser, we're just about ready to win." She really didn't care, and we didn't really care, because it was that moment where we were going to beat the game. I know that we're a little far into this video, but if you can please do me a favor, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. It helps me out a lot. It also lets YouTube know that you really like the content. And if you want to see me transform more of your favorite characters, then please, once again, do me a favor, hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. Now let's talk a little bit about how I'm going to make this as realistic as I can. And that is basically by adding one base layer of color and then working over tones of warms or cools over the top, and that's how we're going to get that nice smooth blend. I am also not using a whole heck of a lot of pressure when you see me layering in these color pencils. A lot of it is actually very light work and then building up the layers, and that's how we get all those little sweet variations of color. As you can see, this is a lot of detail, and the reason why I wanted to do the original first is not just because it's the OG, but just because it's also going to be the most detailed and it's going to be the most recognizable that is Mario. There's going to be no variations in the suit, so I wanted to look as realistic as I can, pushing in all those values and all those subtle shades, so I also think it came out phenomenal. But it also took me the longest. As you can see with the runtime in this little section, I mean, it's just taking me that long. I think about 2 hours for this section, roughly. But in my opinion, it's all worth it. But let me know, is it worth this much time to put in for art? Are you an artist, or are you just a gaming fan that just loves to see the characters get reborn in a fun new way? Let me know, because sometimes people just look at a piece of art and say, you know what, it's just not worth it. But that's part of the journey, that's part of the struggle of art. Now that we have the original complete, let's head on over to the Fireflower. And the Fireflower is the first real power-up that we actually get. Yeah, you can call him Big Mario the first power-up because usually people hit it, but in general, the first real power-up, the first real move that we get to use in the original NES game was to shoot the fireballs at people. And the one thing that makes it really iconic is that there was really not a lot of games that did what Mario did at the time. You see, back in the day, before all the internet and everything else, when a lot of these games came out, that was it. Like, that's what you were either playing for a while, or that's what you were playing for the weekend if you rented it at a store. And yeah, that's what we did. We rented games at a store for like a couple of days or a weekend, and that was it. Like, that was the time that you had when you rented a game, because you really didn't buy games like you do today and just chew through them. They were just as expensive, if not more, back then. And when you played a game, you had to hope for the best. So when something like Mario came around and he had all these power-ups and all these other really cool things, a lot of games were just either side-scrollers or point and click. You know, it wasn't until games like Mario came along that you then had games like Mega Man just take it to another level, and it's just a little bit of nostalgia that you'll always remember. As I said earlier in the video, and it's part of the mini challenge, if you will, for what I'm creating here, is I want it to be as realistic as possible. Now, we're going to have to change the color around a little bit because he is the Fireflower, so he's going to have those typical red pants and not the normal blue that he normally has. I will say I had to work on the boots quite extensively. I mean, probably was about a good half an hour, because for some reason they just, I don't know, sometimes when you're just drawing something it doesn't feel right and it doesn't fit. I think that's because half of the boot is chopped off, so you're trying to figure out angles and you're trying to figure out spatial relations of everything, but it's half a boot, so the foot just doesn't feel right, and I think that's why. Also, I think I went over a lot of my undersketch with this really dark brown, and then had to work a lot of light colors over it, so I kind of lost a lot of the details on the bottom foot, and I was trying to like redraw on top of it with colored pencil, so it took a while for me to actually look at it and feel like the sketch that I did underneath was representable. Before we finish up this section, I have another important question to ask you. Who is your favorite Mario character? Drop that in the comments. If you got this far, drop your favorite Mario character in the comments. For me, I'm always partial to Toad and Luigi, but that's just me. An important tip for color pencils: always brush your color pencils when you're done coloring with them. It helps a lot. Now, let's get on to the star power. And for the star power, I'm going to make it a little bit more of a cartoony look. But overall, I just did not like the way this particular piece came out. I think that's because I was trying two different things at once. By the end of it, I was happy, but it just, I don't know, there's something about it that made me want to do this. But even though I don't like it, at the end of the day, I did still kind of like it, and that's okay. I think it's just because I tried to do too many things at once. I was like, oh, let me make it look realistic. Oh, let me pull this really cool flower effect over the top. Oh, let me make this little star power cool thing. And then I was just trying to add all of the elements at once, and just, you know, for me, it didn't work. I think this is the moment. Right when I started to add the paint pens on this, I'm like, oh no, I'm trying to add too many of the wacky highlights that come in when he goes into the little star power mode. So it's not my favorite. It's not the worst thing I've ever done, but I was just a lot more hopeful for the piece overall. But hey, listen, to each their own. Maybe some people will like it, and maybe we'll now head on over to the Tanukia effect. And the reason why I think that I chose this is because it really was a staple in a lot of the early Mario games, but it was the people's favorite suit, really. When I was doing research for this thing, the amount of people that loved this particular suit, not only in the movies but in the games, and the fact that it's been around since Super Mario Bros. 3 just speaks volumes. The biggest challenge here with this particular section wasn't so much the coloring, but more or less the drawing itself. And that's because I wanted to make sure that the hair matched up and the hat matched up with the wool cap that he has. Everything else kind of lands the same, but if you don't draw it, it'll look kind of funky. And what I mean by that is when the tight fit suit fits over Mario's head, if it doesn't land right where the hat is, it's gonna just look off, and also the ears are squished down, so you have to compensate for that. And then it's basically then the coloring that becomes the problem. But first is the design of the drawing and sketching it out. When I'm coloring this, to get the effect of all the little fuzz of the fur that's on the suit, I'm going to have to use the side of my coloring pencils, and that's where I'm going to get all the little subtle textures and nice little play of color and light. We're just about wrapping up this video, but I have one last question for you, and that's who would you like me to transform next? I have Bowser coming up, but after that, it's all in your hands, as there will be a poll out later today. So I want to know, do you want to see Toad, Fox McCloud, do you want to see Princess Peach, or do you want to see Donkey Kong? Let me know in the comments, because I'm always eager to see who you like to suggest. This drawing has been an absolute blast, and not only that, it's been a great little trip down memory lane and basically sharing with you a fun little childhood memory. And what are some of your childhood memories playing video games? Because not only was I playing Mario, but I was also a huge Sonic the Hedgehog fan. But this has once again been a blast. Let me know what is your favorite style that I did here today, and as always, I'll see you all in the next video.